The upcoming iPad Pro M5 is shaping up to be one of Apple's most exciting releases in recent years, and if you're someone who loves the blend of sleek design and raw performance, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this one. Apple has been on a mission to redefine what a tablet can be, and with the M5 chip powering the next generation iPad Pro, expectations are sky high. But the big question remains: what exactly can we expect from this new device? When is it coming out? And what features are going to set it apart from the already powerful M4 model? Today, we're breaking down everything we know so far. Welcome back to Tech Vibe, where we bring you the latest and most exciting updates in the world of tech. And if you're passionate about staying ahead of the curve, you're in the right place. Now, let's start with something that always gets people buzzing: the release date. Apple is known for keeping things under wraps, but based on the company's usual schedule and insider leaks, the iPad Pro M5 is expected to arrive in the spring of 2025, most likely around late March or early April. That timing lines up with Apple's typical spring events, where they often showcase iPads and accessories alongside new software updates. Imagine Apple walking onto the stage, unveiling a redesigned iPad Pro that not only pushes the limits of hardware but also redefines the tablet experience for creators, students, and professionals. It's the kind of launch that could dominate tech conversations for weeks. So, if you've been holding off on upgrading, the wait might just be worth it. But what's going to make this iPad Pro M5 special? Let's dive into the heart of it: the upgrades. Apple's M5 chip is expected to be the star of the show, bringing a huge leap in both speed and efficiency. The M4 was already powerful enough to rival laptops, but the M5 is rumored to be built on an even more advanced 2-nanometer process, which means faster performance, lower energy consumption, and much better multitasking. Picture running multiple apps side by side, editing 8K video on the go, or even playing console-level games right on your iPad, all without lag or overheating. The M5 isn't just about raw power, it's about making the iPad Pro feel limitless, blurring the line between tablet and desktop computer. Now here's a hook for you. What if I told you that this iPad might also feature AI-driven optimizations built directly into the hardware? With Apple leaning heavily into on-device intelligence, the M5 chip could power new generative AI features, smarter photo editing, and real-time language translation, all happening locally without needing the cloud. That means faster, more secure processing, and a smoother user experience that could set Apple apart from competitors. But of course, an iPad Pro is never just about the chip. Let's talk about the design. Rumors suggest that Apple may introduce the thinnest iPad Pro yet, shaving off even more millimeters while keeping the same premium build. We're expecting to see slimmer bezels, a more durable chassis, and potentially even a titanium frame, similar to what Apple introduced with the iPhone 15 Pro. That would make the iPad Pro M5 both lighter and stronger, appealing to anyone who carries their tablet daily for work or travel. And speaking of travel, the display is where things get even more exciting. Apple is expected to upgrade the iPad Pro lineup with OLED displays, replacing the mini LED technology on the larger models. This means deeper blacks, richer colors, higher contrast ratios, and improved energy efficiency. Imagine watching a movie or editing photos where every detail pops off the screen. For creatives, this could be a game changer, offering true-to-life visuals and higher brightness levels for HDR content. Plus, with Apple's promotion technology, you'll still get that buttery smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. Now let's add another hook. What if the display also supports adaptive brightness zones that adjust individually to your environment? That would mean an even more comfortable experience whether you're using your iPad indoors, outdoors, or in dim lighting. It's the kind of subtle upgrade that makes a big difference in daily use. But what about accessories? Apple knows the iPad Pro isn't just a tablet, it's part of a larger ecosystem. That's why the new Apple Pencil 3 is expected to launch alongside the iPad Pro M5. This new stylus might feature magnetic tips for different drawing experiences, better pressure sensitivity, and even haptic feedback, giving artists and note-takers an incredibly realistic pen-on-paper feel. On top of that, the Magic Keyboard is rumored to get a redesign, potentially with a larger trackpad and an aluminum build, making it more like a MacBook than ever before. If Apple nails this, the iPad Pro M5 paired with the new accessories could easily replace a laptop for many users. Now, let's talk cameras, because Apple has been pushing the boundaries of what iPad cameras can do. The iPad Pro M5 is expected to feature an upgraded rear camera system with better low-light performance and computational photography enhancements. But the real story might be with the front camera. Apple could finally place the front-facing camera in landscape orientation, which makes perfect sense for video calls, especially when the iPad is docked with a keyboard. No more awkward side angles, just a natural, centered view that's perfect for FaceTime, Zoom, and online meetings. Another potential game-changer is connectivity. The iPad Pro M5 could introduce Wi-Fi 7 support, bringing faster speeds and lower latency, which would be perfect for cloud gaming, 4K streaming, or collaborative work. For those who rely on mobility, a 5G-enabled version will almost certainly be available, keeping you connected wherever you go. Apple may also increase the base storage to 256 gigabytes, which would make sense considering how the iPad is increasingly being used for heavy-duty tasks. And here's something you'll love: battery life. While performance is important, no one wants a tablet that dies halfway through the day. Thanks to the efficiency improvements of the M5 chip and the new OLED display, we're expecting even better battery performance compared to the M4 model. That means longer productivity sessions, more binge watching, and more gaming without constantly reaching for the charger. Now, you might be wondering, how much will this all cost? The iPad Pro has always been a premium device, and with these upgrades, it's safe to expect prices to remain at the high end. The 11-inch model could start around $999, while the 13-inch version may begin closer to $1,299. With added storage and accessories, prices will climb higher, but Apple is clearly positioning this device as a laptop replacement, not just a tablet. For those who rely on their iPad Pro for creative work, design, or productivity, the investment may be well worth it. Let's throw in another hook. Think about this. What if the iPad Pro M5 finally gets exclusive iPadOS features that unlock its full potential? Apple has faced criticism in the past for not letting the iPad fully take advantage of its hardware. But with the M5, we could see new multitasking improvements, advanced Pro apps, and AI-powered workflows that make it more of a professional tool than ever before. Imagine Final Cut Pro running smoother, Logic Pro with more power, or even entirely new apps designed for the M5 architecture. That's the kind of upgrade that could redefine what it means to work on an iPad. As we wait for the official announcement, the excitement around the iPad Pro M5 continues to grow. From the powerful new chip to the OLED display, smarter accessories, and better software integration, everything points toward a device that could dominate the tablet market in 2025. If you're a creative professional, a student, or someone who simply wants the best portable device money can buy, the iPad Pro M5 is shaping up to be an incredible choice. And with that, we come to the end of today's deep dive into Apple's upcoming iPad Pro M5. There's no doubt this is going to be one of the most talked about devices of 2025, and we can't wait to see how it all comes together at launch. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure you stick with us because we'll be covering the official event and sharing in-depth reviews as soon as the iPad Pro M5 hits the shelves. This is Tech Vibe, where we bring the future of tech right to your screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.